10th of June, yeah, and I'm going to go and take some passport pics because, as you can see from the title, we're going to get our US visa. Very nervous, but I'm actually excited because I want my visa. I'm trying to travel to America. Like, yeah, we don't got our visa, but we're gonna get it. So I'm actually taking these pictures for my license because I told y'all I'm gonna go get my license. And I did take photos last year. If y'all saw that vlog, if you've been here from last year. But you know, I'm a whole new girl now and I want to, you know, like I'm a new girl. So I need new pictures. So, and then we're also gonna take pictures for just to bring, because I need to bring 2 passport pictures for my appointment for the visa. So this is me. This is the fit, by the way. Hold on. So this is the fit. I'm doing, it's a pink day. So it's a pink top, pink this, and pink that. You know, like, it's giving the girls what I'm supposed to give. Like, I'm feeling like a Barb. Also gonna go and print some documents at the same place. I need to print like my bank statement. What else? I need to print off the visa application thingy because you have to bring that. And I did like an interview prep. Later I'll talk to you guys about that. But she basically, I booked a prep. I'm gonna later on talk about it. But you know, like, it's a lot. But I just want to keep you guys updated with this journey. I was like, you know, let me just vlog it because we're gonna get our visa. Okay, good morning. It is June 12th, the day of my embassy appointment. I know I should have updated, you know, from like enough things over the weekend, blah blah blah. But I don't know why I never pick up at the camera. My fault. That's actually my fault. Hold on. Yeah, as I was saying, my fault. So let's talk now. So it's currently, call it 5:50. And the appointment is 7 o'clock. So I want to get there latest 6:30, right? Right. And I wanted to do like light makeup today because I just want to look presentable. Really want to look presentable. I'm just doing a light beat because I do want to look presentable. The last time I went, like, but it looked very normal and I'm like, now that I've been, the way how you look going, it's important. Like your attire, how you look, everything is important. So this time around, I have on my pocket now printed shirt because I'm a businesswoman. You know, like I am a businesswoman, so I'm gonna look professional, dress professional, you know, look like I'm actually going somewhere and I have something to do. I'm so late, and this is not a day you can be late for. Well, I'm not late, but late. You know, like I don't live that far from the place. I do live in Kingston, and the embassy is in Kingston. So I'm just gonna call a taxi and go. But days like these, you want to be there like in advance. You feel me? You really want to be there in advance. So, and I'm not gonna get there exactly 7 and may I get there before 7, but I wanted to get there before 7. Probably I'm being dramatic, but it's a big day for me, you know. My face not done blend out yet, boy.
2 hours later.
Your girl got her US visa. Like, I'm not even gonna understand my excitement. And a lot of people that have a visa from them young or like were born in America, they don't understand how much of a privilege it is to have a US visa. Cause that shit is not easy to get, like, but I got it. But honestly, nothing happens before its time, okay? My God, intentional. My God, him have him hand over my life. But the air was said, okay. But yeah, they told me that I should pick it up in 1 to 2 weeks. And I told y'all in the vlogs before that, because y'all asked me if any travel content coming soon. And I never want to say yes or no, because I know say anywhere when I did want to go next is America. Like, I'm trying to be in Florida with my bestie Drew. And it's coming. So expect all the travel vlogs this summer, because it's gonna happen. I did my interview prep at Assurance Travel by Tiff. I'm gonna put it on the screen. This is not sponsored, but she was just really nice. She spoke over the phone. She told me how to answer my questions, even though most of those questions, as I say, I never get them. Oh, they did ask me how much money I make monthly and what does my mother and father do for a living. But that was it, really. Like, and I went there looking cute, like a business lady, in my pocket note t-shirt and my jeans. And I got my visa, guys. Like, I'm really happy. I'm so grateful. Like, as I come home, I said, thank God. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my Lord. Like, I'm gonna go and sit and cry because y'all don't even know how much I wanted this. Like, I've just been wanting to like go up and see Drew. All my childhood dreams of like traveling, going to Disney, doing this, doing that, you know, like there's just so much America has to offer that you don't see in Jamaica. So I'm just really happy to be able to, you know, I finally get the chance to experience that. I've traveled before, like, you know, I've been to Cayman, Curacao, but America is different, you get what I'm saying? So I'm just grateful, and I can't wait to take you guys along the journey with me. Like, I'm just so excited. Woo! I got my visa. But yeah. Okay, hey guys, so it's June 19th, so it's a week after I got my US visa, exactly a week since I went in for my interview. But I did pick up my passport last Friday. I'm surprised I get it back so quick. So I have my passport, visa stamped, everything. So your girl officially has her US visa and I can now travel to the US. Thank God. But I decided that I wanted to do like a backstory because a lot of people don't know. And at first I was really skeptical about doing this because I'm like, oh, I don't want nobody thinks I'm frightened. Why should I post about getting her US visa? You know, all Jamaican people stay ready. But I was like, at the end of the day, this is a testament for me. Like, I don't care what anybody wants to say. And I just feel like sharing this might inspire somebody because there's a lot behind this. It's not just about, oh, getting a US visa. There's just a lot of things behind it. So I'm gonna start with like the backstory first, and then I also want to touch on just the process that I had to go through to get my US visa, because a lot of people don't know how to apply online. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't know them something there. So I do want to talk about it and just, you know, like I want to inform a lot of people. So let's get into that. So firstly, if you're new here, I'm 22 years old. I'm a business owner and a YouTuber and yada yada yada, whatever. So basically, I think I've said it in a lot of videos, probably I haven't, but I'm just gonna like give a whole backstory. When I became 18, I had to like get everything done on my own. So I had to apply for my passport. So I got my passport when I was 18 years old. I had to open my first bank account, you know, get my TRN at 18. Like a lot of things I got when I became an adult, which was 18 years of age. And a lot of people might ask, you know, where your parents, them, there, whatever. I don't have a relationship with my dad, but I am very close with my mom. She's like my bestie or whatever. And when I was younger, you know, and you see other kids having certain things and you're just like, why me not have this? You know, like why my parents never do this to me, blah, blah, blah. Talking about my mom here because she's the only one in the picture. But I realize that when you don't have certain things, it's not because your parent is a bad person. I mean, some of them might be a bad person, but my mother personally, I have a great mom. And the older I get, I've realized that she can only show up in ways for me that she knows how to. You know, so like she shows up for me in a lot of other ways, if you get what I'm saying. Like enough other way. But I guess because she wasn't a lot of things, I guess she just never see the importance. I wouldn't say importance, but the rush in me getting them basically. And that's because, you know, she probably just, and that's okay, whatever, because now I have them and I'm not mad about it. But it's also good to like get those stuff for your child when they're below 18, because as soon as them turn an adult, it's harder for them to get it, and they have to do it on them own, because you know when you're 18 you can't have a parent to like accompany you with like certain things. But when you're below 18, your mother can bring you to the embassy, go get your visa, this and that, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. So I had to get those stuff when I turned 18. Even when I turned 18, this is 2018, because I'm born 2000, so this was in 2018. I still did not see the importance of like having a US visa back then, because I mean, I broke, man, the money when I travel go US go do. You get me? Like them look at something there. But as I got older and I met friends that have them US visa and them travel all the time, and I'm just like, damn, like I want my US visa. I want to take trips with my friends. You know how much things that miss out upon? Like, okay, so last year, we're gonna get into that. Last year was the first time that I applied for my US visa. Well, I never applied last year. I applied during the pandemic. And you guys would know, during the pandemic, the visa date them did back up. They're still backed up right now. So don't think that things change or whatever. Them still backed up right now. If you're supposed to apply right now, you're probably not going to get a date this year unless you keep checking and then a date open up, because that's what I did. But yeah, I applied during the pandemic, and I didn't get a date until like a year and a half later. So that's how my appointment ended up being September last year. And September wasn't even my original date. My date would have been this year. So that was my original date. And then I checked and I saw a date for September. And I'm like, oh my God, this is God. Because, you know, I want to travel for my birthday in November. I wanted to do Disney Horror Night last year, November, for my birthday. So I was like, okay, visa date in September, you're going to get your visa. And then at the time, you know, I was in my relationship and he lived in Florida. And I was like, oh my God, I really want my visa because I want to go and travel to see my boo. You get what I'm saying? And then all my friends, well, not all my friends, but my best friend lives up there, and my other close friend, Amira. And I do have like other friends in the US, have family. You know, like I've just always wanted to like travel and stuff, because for YouTube, you know, I want to create a lot of new content. The US is big, a lot of places to explore. And the US is also a transit to go through like a lot of other countries. So like Mexico, even though you can find other ways to go to Mexico, you can go through Panama. But you know, like the US is that place to like get to a lot of other countries. You know, most of the connecting flights are in the US. So like me not having my visa, it was just like preventing me from doing a lot of things. Wanting to go on cruise, do this, do that. I was missing out on a lot. Every time a friend them gone Florida, I'm just there Jamaica by myself, sad and little bit, and you get what I'm saying? But you know, like I was always happy for them, and I just knew that my time would come. So I applied. My date was in September. I went in September. But when I did apply the year and a half before, during COVID, I feel like my application was not good. Like it wasn't a good application. I had no help. It was really just like a rush work type of thing. And I applied, and not only that, the person that I was during COVID is not the person that I am today. So them time there, I was still going to UE. I never live nowhere. I never did make no money. And I didn't really have travel history to show that, oh, Brittany has been to other countries and, you know, she's not known for running off. None of them. Like, I never have none of that. So my application was weak. And what they're looking for at the embassy is things to tie you to Jamaica, to basically say, oh, that person is not going to run off because they have this coming back to. Me never have none of that on my application. So when me go, And I was like, oh my God, this is easy. You know, like I'm going to go into my interview. I'm not going to lie to them. I'm just going to be honest. But that was not the case. They were like, oh, like I'm not giving this girl. Clearly she looked like she want to run off because what? So I actually cried. And I don't even think that I told my friends how sad I was. You know, obviously they knew that I would have been disappointed because I had all these plans on my birthday, whatever. And then I got denied the visa. And I was just like really sad, crying, whatever. But I didn't really tell anybody the extent of like how sad I was. But even though I got denied, I decided that I'm gonna reapply right away. And somebody told me, you know, give it 6 months for reapply. But I was like, me want my visa and me determined to make get my visa. So I reapplied in the same month that I got denied, and then I got a date in 2024. That not come yet, 2024. But I was like, ain't nobody waiting on 2024 to get a visa. So I kept checking the system over and over and over and over. And this time around, I didn't really tell anybody that I reapplied and that, you know, because I didn't want to I never want the unnecessary pressure on me and to disappoint everybody again if I was supposed to not get it the second time around. So I kept it to myself this time around. I'm gonna just do my thing by myself because I've been through the process before. I'm gonna know what to expect this time around. I'm gonna know what for the difference, right? So what am I doing? Yeah, so I reapplied and I got the date for next year. And then I kept checking and then I ended up getting a date for June 2023. June 12th. I'm going to say, okay. Because one day I'm sitting in my bed and God said to me, go log in on the visa something and check and you're going to see a date. I did that. Went on June 12th, 7 a.m. I select it. It was the only time slot that was available in June. Only one. And I took it right away. So coming up to the time, you know, I'm very nervous, nerve-wracking because I know what happened the first time around. I'm just scared, terrified because honestly, a lot of people have been through this, so you know how nerve-wracking it is. The people them very intimidating, but this time around, I put God in the center. God was the center of this whole experience for me. I brought God throughout the whole process, everything. God. Yeah. And not that I didn't have God in it before, because you know the last time I did pray, but I didn't make him the center of it. The center of it the last time was the fact that, I want to go up for my birthday. My boyfriend lives in live abroad. I want to go up to see him. You know, that was the center of whatever. This time around, different. God was a center. I'm gonna say, God, I'm trusting you, and I'm trusting that I'm gonna get my visa this time around because you know my heart. You know that I really want this. This is something that I've been looking forward to. I'm in a really low place right now, and I just need something to lift my spirit. You know, I want to travel in the summer. I want to make a lot of travel content. You know all the dreams that I have for myself. Please make it happen. You know my heart. Just hear me out and work something out for me. You get me? And even with that, I was like, God, you know, even when I was in the interview line and nerves are killing me, like y'all know I have terrible anxiety. So at one point I could feel like my body shaking, like shutting down. This is before I even went up to the person that was interviewing me. And I said in my head, God, talk through me. Show your confidence through me. When I go up to that, you know, the person that's interviewing me, please make him feel your presence through me. Like I need this. Talk through me, God. You know, control my tongue, make me say the right things, whatever. Yeah, that's what I did this time around. And can you guys believe me that the man barely asked me any questions? Like I did a whole interview prep, and the girl tell me, you know, just like all these things that they could ask me based on my situation and what I put on my application. Must study everything the night before, and the man barely asked me nothing. Which is, I was just like, God, like you knew what you were doing, because I barely got asked anything this time around. Them really just asked me what you do for a living, I tell them, you know, my shipping company, whatever, I'm a YouTuber. I present all my business documents, my bank statement. Them ask me how much money I make monthly. I show them all my bank statement. Them ask me what my mother and my father do for a living. I told them that. What else them ask me? And that was really it. And him pull up my YouTube. I guess him look through my YouTube. And then he was just like, okay, your visa has been approved. And I was like, oh my God. Is this real? Like the way I'm a shock, like when me I walk out, there's something them drop out of my hand. Like I just couldn't believe it. Even though I knew in myself that this time around I wasn't gonna be let down. Cause I just knew I had to get it this time around. I felt it in my spirit that it was just my time. It's my time to travel. It's my time to just see the world and, you know, like all the things I've been wanting. It's just my time. Like I knew it was coming. It's my season. I'm in my season of abundance. Everything that I want is coming to me. There's nothing off limits to me. And I just knew that it was my time. And I trusted God and he made it happen for me. So how to go about getting a US visa? So for our first time, like if it is that you have no knowledge on anything and you don't have anybody to help you, I would suggest going through a travel agency, probably the person that I used because she is really good. I don't know what's the cost to apply through her because I did the application on my own. The only thing that I did with her was the interview questions and stuff. But I definitely would recommend going through a travel agency because they know more about the process and they know what you need and what you don't need. So if it is that you are, you know what you're doing, whatever, the first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna go on the site. I'm gonna have the links in my description. So you're gonna go on that website. I don't remember the website name, but it's gonna be in my description. And you're gonna do the application, right? After you do the application is free when you're like doing that and stuff. But after you submit the application, you have to go on to the US visa website and then that's when you're gonna pay your $160. Well, I think them raise it. I think it's $180 or $185. So basically when you pay for, oh, by the way, when you do your application, you cannot retrieve it. So make sure whatever you're putting on the application, it's not a lie, because if it's a lie, you're not gonna remember it. Make sure that everything is factual. So when you go in the appointment and they're asking, because they're gonna ask you back about what's on the application, and if you are telling them something that's not on it, you're gonna get denied because you're lying. So make sure say everything match up to what you're saying. So after you pay the money and stuff, they're gonna allow you to schedule an appointment date. As I said before, if you're doing it now, you're probably not gonna get a date this year unless you keep going on and checking and stuff. So you're probably gonna get a date next year. And then that's all you really do. You just wait until it's time. When you're going to the appointment, they will tell you what you need. So you have to print off the DS1 visa form, and you have to bring 2 passport photos and then any supporting documents. So if you have like a job letter, or if you're in school, you know, you have to bring a letter from your school, your bank statements, your birth certificate, me bring everything. Like me walk with every single thing. And that's really it, you know. It's actually not hard, but as I say, if you don't know what you do, go through a travel agency and you will be okay. But yeah, no, you know, it's summertime, I can travel, and I was really stuck with like content and what to like put out next. No, I have bare content to come this summer, guys. Like, wait on it. I don't want to tell y'all where I'm going next week. I'm traveling next week. I'm not going to Florida. I'm going to a different state. I'm going to Florida in August, like the first week of August. But I'm going to a different state next week, and I'm so excited. Like, I'm just in my traveling era. When I see why I didn't need the visa, because I just know so once I get it, I'm outside. Like, y'all can't hold me back. I'm in my traveling era. I'm in my soft girl era. And this is why I'm always tell people, listen, you can't badman me, because everything with me have me work for, and everything that I have right now, it's a testament for me. It wasn't given to me. Me work for everything on my work for my apartment, the business on my have, this visa. Like when y'all see me doing stuff and living my life, just be happy for me, because honestly, I've been through so much in this life, and I just had to like go through so much on my own and get a lot of things done on my own. And I'm just so proud. Like at 22, girl, you're doing the thing. And I'm just like so proud. These days, I'm just grateful. Like any little doubt or sadness, nothing, just have to be like, girl, you don't have time for that. You know, like the space that I was in a month ago, like I spoke about that. Like I'm a new person. Like I'm happy. I feel so renewed. Like I'm just joyful, grateful for life. I just love life right now. And you know, I just feel a favor over my life, and I just feel everything coming to me, and I'm just grateful. But yeah, that's it, people. If you guys have any further questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram. Y'all know that I will answer. So don't be scared to DM me and ask me any question about this process or whatever. I'm happy to help. But yeah, this is the end of the video, and I will see you guys in all the upcoming travel vlogs to the US. Bye.